Why, good morning, you beautiful souls. I hope you're having an excellent start to your day. And as you can see, we got to just get right into it because today is all about radiating love. And the most important concept and really idea about this meditation is to tap into your own energy. We are love itself. And it's important to kind of recognize here that everything in this experience, this universe, this frequency and vibration that we're living in is love. We are literally living in a light matrix, and that light itself is the manifestation of love. So, for us to fully align ourselves with our truth, to tap in with our highest self, we must focus and really concentrate on that concept of love. Allow it to radiate from us. And the simple mantra, I am love, is the easiest way to do that. So, go ahead and take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, begin to simply fall in love with this moment called now, giving it your full attention, allowing the past to remain in the past. Know here that the future is non existent, it is but something the imagination plays with. The only moment we ever live in is right now. And it just so happens to serve as that portal, that gateway into the divine. When you hear the first 3 taps of the bowl as it rings, take a nice deep breath in. And with your exhale, transform that breath, that release, into an Om chant as you simply rest within yourself, observing the body, the emotions, the mind space itself. Coming to separate and detach ourselves from the temporary. Giving praise for this opportunity, this gift of life, to come into the experiential knowing of our truth. Allowing ourselves to lovingly let go of all concepts, lessons learned previously, to go beyond definitions and the mind's understanding and to fully experience, fully, firsthand, the miracle and great mystery that is this life. When you hear the final tap of the bowl, shift your attention to its unique pitch, and as it fades into silence, so too focus, gaze upon the stillness, the calm. Simply be. Allow yourself, as the unique spirit you are, to rest. It's in this time we must fall in love with the pureness of our being. That silent witness in which we are, that silent knower, that observer of both the inner and the outer. This knowing of I am love, allow it to be at the forefront of your mind. Repeat it to yourself as many times as you need to until you come to fully recognize that you are source love. You are the same energy that birthed this universe. The experience we call life was built upon this desire, this higher aspiration to know thyself. But one cannot simply understand their own beingness by their own. We must use this concept of contrast, this dual nature, and thus the manifestation of life began. You are a timeless soul. You've been here since the beginning of everything. But in this human condition, we are born and we must forget. And the only way to tap into this ancient wisdom, these eternal truths, is to fall in love with what we are. It's to reignite that divine flame and see everything as one. The force of love itself breaks down these walls of separation naturally. You know it in your heart. For as children, we are born closer to this source knowing. And as we age, we get further apart from the intimacy, the love that is our very being. Most importantly, we must come to recognize that it is these negative understandings and experiences of fear, doubt, separation, pain, that distract us away from using the one force that dissolves all issues and conditionings in this experience. Love is your greatest weapon. Love is your greatest tool. Love is always the key that unlocks the door into understanding. So fall in love with yourself. Fall in love with your life. Fall in love with your experience thus far. Embrace everything. For love is a force of inclusivity. It's the light that guides us into the unknown with trust, with courage. So take a nice deep breath here. And if you don't have one on your face already, smile. Allow the body itself to feel happy. And as you're taking in that breath, draw in life all around you. And as you release into your exhale, expel all the doubt, the fear, the tensions, the pain. And know that that energy becomes recycled in this grand ether of love. That every breath you take revitalizes you, fills you up with this source love. And as you continue to take these conscious breaths, deep, slow inhalations, know that you're drawing in the prana around you. It's this chi, it's these vital energies that are our truest and purest source of nourishment. This human experience begins with the breath and it ends with the breath. For it's that drawing in of air once we exit the womb, and that final release of it at our passing. Everything in this experience revolves around this breath, and we may not recognize, but it's this inhalation and exhalation that can be used as this portal into the gateway of the heart. Continue to breathe slow. Allow the body to take a natural rhythm with it. And with a smile on your face, simply be as you are. Clear away the mind by shifting your attention towards yourself, towards the heart center. And in your own mind's eye, envision a vast black curtain, empty space itself, a void, an abyss. Nothing but darkness all around. And with this next breath, see a loving spark being born. A tiny dot. And as this single spark of light within this vast darkness of space shines forth like the stars in the sky, allow yourself to think about the loving experiences in which you've had, the moments to be grateful, those unique divine timings that are simply miraculous. And with each breath in and those ponderings of moments and experiences, see that tiny speck of light grow and grow and grow. See these moments of gratitude and love and thanksgiving fuel it. And as each breath pumps more life into it, fanning the flame like a fire, this single spark grows into a giant sphere, a giant sun, that radiating ball of light soon takes over the entirety of the darkness and shines forth, revealing the divine stars all around it. At the center of this giant sphere, this radiating star of light, of love, is you. In truth, this spark originated from your own heart space. And it grew so large it engulfed you, your home, your city, wherever you may reside. Each being has an energy field that expands far beyond their own understanding of time-space, impacting other planes, dimensions. And in truth, it's this higher self that is connected to all. Love is the bridge into your higher self. Come to recognize here that you are always tapped in, for you are Source itself, experiencing and expressing itself through your unique window of awareness. And as you consciously focus on this energy field of love radiating from you, know that you're swimming in your own ocean of compassion, of inclusion, of peace. And it's here in this focusing, this radiating of our own love, we become those beacons of light, uplifting the whole. Always embrace the simple understandings that the brightest lights must go to the darkest corners to help illuminate and uplift our planetary and cosmic siblings. Those that are here now, despite often having very experiencing tough lives, you still remain that compassionate, loving self you've always been. The angel you are. It's in this very knowing that we must recognize fully that we've been sent and chose to come to the places we reside to help heal, to learn about ourselves to a certain extent, to where we begin that process of transformation to simply show others it is possible, and by dancing our dance, by living out our truth of love, we inspire them to do the same. Simply remain in the stillness of your own being. Continue to consciously see that energy field around you. Feel yourself in that womb of love and light of your own creation. And understand that it will always be there. Any who enter into that sphere, allow yourself to consciously eliminate that understanding of otherness and come to see it as that perceived other. Only in name and body, but for you, internally, you know it as self. For we are all one. And most importantly, we can only fully love others and help them in their journeys when we love ourselves. And in this practice, this simple visualization of your own light energy field radiating from you, engulfing your environment and those within it, you begin to more consciously understand the interconnectedness of everyone. For every being, every life form has its own energy field that is interconnected and intertwined within your own. Albeit always changing and evolving into this deeper understanding of interconnectivity and oneness. Western science even shows us that every atom electron is always intertwined in a dance, expanding from you for miles, dancing within the other energy fields of this universe. For again, remember, you are in this matrix of light. And the primary source code of its creation is love. When you love yourself fully, when you love this experience fully, when you love purely, freely, you receive the keys to the kingdom. You become your own creator and designer of this life experience. So love yourself and come to the realization of loving all. There is no difference but those created by the mind. It's this avenue of compassion and understanding that is the truest form of empowerment. For the energy changes like the planets revolving around the sun, attracted, affixed within its influence, its pull. So too your own experience becomes this gravitating energetic change, pulling your aspirations towards you. Those meant to provide you lessons dancing around you. For when we aren't the source of our own love, it becomes the exact opposite. You're dancing around others. You're always having to reach and go out for the external experience. And very much so, the great search of truth begins when we come to recognize every answer lies within us. You were born with everything you need to experience and understand these realizations yourself, to tap into that highest self on your own. And it's that love, it's that gratitude, it's the truth that sets you free. Simply marinate in your own love, the stillness of your very being. Fall in love with knowing what you experience, the heart opening up and radiating, the calm that washes over you, the energetic movement in which you experience. It matters not how you define it or personally see it, feel it, know it yourself. For everyone is uniquely different. But the only task is to simply fall in love with it and know that this is your base state. The temporary happenings, they simply pass through it. With each breath, allow it to open up this heart space even further, to feel the energy flow and radiate, open up like a flower in the springtime, soaking up the sun. And simply allow the aroma of that pure being to express itself, that calm, that sweetness, that emptiness, yet fullness. And know that this love never left you, for it is you, and so much more yet to be explored. And that this same loving and creative source energy is not only you, but me. Every life form you experience, from the pet to the trees, the grass, the insect. Take a nice deep breath here. Again, filling yourself up with that love and light. And exhale fully, dropping away deeper into yourself. When you hear the next tap of the bell, again with a big old smile on your face, take a nice deep breath in. And with your exhale, transform it into a powerful Om. As your own pillar of light shines, radiating from your chakra line, as that expansive sun in which you've become radiates even brighter and larger all around you. Know that you proclaim yourself as love itself, as a beacon of light, as you call forth upon your ancestors, your guardians, your teachers, our celestial and planetary siblings, our highest self, to assist us in the continual unfoldment of this great mystery and union to that higher self and source itself. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. And let's just get that I am love and frame a little bit more. So, the simplest thing to recognize with this knowing of love is it almost becomes a cheat code, like a little video game. You gain the power and ability to manifest easier. Really, in truth, there's so many other things that open up, from energy sensitivity to psychic abilities to physical abilities. But the key is that it all stems from crossing that threshold, being willing to let go and embrace what love fully means. There is so many opportunities within your own experience to simply question, focus, meditate upon what love is. And when you come to the conclusion experientially that everything is love, that everything is source, and then applying that recognition, I promise you life's going to open up. There's many, many great gifts that we receive when we let go of everything. And I mean everything, from the lessons, the pains, the identifications, even the understanding of self as this body. It almost brings tears to my eyes looking back when I first had the experience of when my own personal identity dropped away, the dissolution of self with like a lowercase s into the realization of the pure self, capital S. It came out of nowhere. It was almost as if it just melted away. Just, and there was an immense intimacy with everything around me, from my car to others on the road to every breath. And as the sun was touching my skin, it was such a warmth. The fresh air and the smell of the water. It was blissful. And then it became to recognize that this is what a lot of people have written about. There becomes an intimate trust in life when we fully perceive and know ourselves as life itself. That you are one of many manifestations of the Creator. And, to all the people out there who are hesitant, come to understand that the tensions that we have for a creator, a source, a God, stem from the corruption of religion. It has nothing to do with our truth. For God is everything. The creator is everything. You are the creator itself, which is why I say you are a god and goddess of manifestation and creation. We are literally designed. We harness the same powers of that in which made us all. And I say, you beautiful old timeless soul, because every soul was created at once. It's not like the human body where each cell is replenished every 7 years. It's we were all born the moment the thought of, "Oh, I would like to experience myself," came across the creator's mind, or whatever its consciousness is. But the one thing to come to understand is that everything was made out of love. The love of self knowing, the love of questioning, the love of understanding. And when you align yourself with these creative forces, that in which you are, you begin to tap into things completely unbeknownst to many. I had a friend over this weekend, and I was showing him the pendulum. Shout out to King if you're listening. Uh, and it was blowing his mind. I mean, it's always cool to see, when your higher self comes through, and you're getting your support from your ancestors and your spirit, and the things that were happening with it, the questions that were getting asked and received answer wise. It was blowing his mind, and the most important thing that came through that I wanted to tell him with everything was, you know, we receive great gifts of life when we are loving enough to trust the process and leave no stone unturned in our questioning, and really just let go of everything that we received, conditioning wise, experience wise, concept wise, our own, attachment and identification of who we are. When you toss everything into the fire of love, not only does the flame grow brighter and brighter and brighter, you begin to tap into the other components to this existence. But these gifts, these powers, these truths only get revealed to you when you really embrace what love is for yourself and everything. Because even the conceptual knowings that have been revealed to some, they've been abused. Look at the corruption of the world. Not hard to figure out. Look at the programming in television. Look at the literally television programming. Look at the wars, the greed, the corruption, all of these things, and a lot of people involved with them. Like, it's JP Morgan that said, millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do. Like, they've been using these great esoteric mystery and mystic arts for their own personal gain. And, the world is how it is right now. But the fact is, in truth, every being has the potential to change everything energetically, which is why when you focus on your own energy, understand there's that interconnectedness. And when you start to tap into these great mysteries, you can begin to use them to heal others, to heal yourself, to bring inclusion. I've done it and spoke on it in past meditations, but there's been so many different like mass meditation experiments where 70 people, 100 people, a few thousand people together in meditation can change things like that. Crime rates drop drastically, war ceases, treaties of peace get signed. Like, we are creators of our experience. And when you tap into that ability of love, it is the water that puts out every fire. It is the fan that increases the strength of every courageous fire of action. It's these gifts that get revealed to us when we fully let go of ourselves and come to the understanding that everything is one. And I know that sounds extra cheesy, but I am love is your road to understand and experience all these things firsthand. Say it to yourself every morning. Say it to yourself every chance you get, especially times when you feel tension and attacked and you experience these perceived others as something dangerous. Come back to I am love. I am love. I am love. Keep saying it. Fake it till you make it if you need to. But come to understand that love comes in many forms, which is why I say it is a great ability to, an opportunity when you meditate upon it. it's going to start to reveal things to you you never thought were possible. So, oh, I'm just rambling. I could talk about love forever. It's the one source that really unites everything. It's the key to the lock that just unleashes this great mystery and otherworldly realm. And again, if you're motivated by powers, if you're motivated by psychic abilities and, seeing energy and working with all this, the spiritual realm and manifestation and all that stuff, love, focus on love. Because when you really walk that walk, it eliminates all worries that it's going to be used maliciously. Because when you fall into love, truth is just waiting to embrace you. And once you see it and experience it, you can't go back. But it's this great opportunity to use your unique gifts for the world. And it's such a beautiful opportunity to fully come and tap into your potential. So with that, I love you so much. May the fruit of knowledge offer a seed, and in that seed may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment. For a tree shall grow, and in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all who ask. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. Don't forget to smash that like. Um, and other than that, have a great day. Have a great week. Now, I'm trying to think. So, our next Sunday, the 20th, that is the first official day of summer. So, our summer satsang series begins. All the cool happenings, gonna be bringing you some Food Friday stuff, some spiritual Saturday teachings, the Wednesday, Sunday satsangs, and I'm gonna try to sprinkle in some fitness stuff in there on Monday or Tuesday. Can't decide yet which day, but other than that, tap into yourself. Subscribe, share, smash the like button. The channel's growing and it's gonna be booming pretty soon. So tap in. I love you so much. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great life. Tune in Wednesday for another awesome satsang experience. And as we move forward, everything is going to be really gearing towards your own abilities and awakening those and unlocking those. So if you're interested in that stuff, tune in. Take care. I love you so much. Peace.